everyone, it's Karen from Stitches and Things. Today we are teaching Bavarian crochet. So I'm holding a little lap blanket that we've made up using 8 colours of the Fiddlesticks Superb 8. The kit for this is available on our webpage and the kit is $40, which includes enough to make this beautiful lap blanket, and you also get your pattern. The pattern has some pictures inside, quite a few pictures inside, which allows you to move on as we progress with our pattern. In the video today, we're going to work really slowly through the process of making the blanket. The stitches are rather interesting, but once you catch on, it's pretty easy. So this one is 8 colours. I also made a little sample. This one is just 2 colours. Still looks really effective. You can see the texture. So if you have a close look there, you can see the texture in that, which is what's really appealing. We're using double trebles. Now that's Australian double trebles, not the US ones. So I'll show you how to do them a little further on. But today's class, Bavarian crochet, stay tuned. And the cool thing with this class is you can rewind it as many times as you like. Once you get your hook and your yarn, rewind it, and play along and learn how to do Bavarian crochet. It's really effective. Alrighty, let's go. Grab your hook, grab your yarn, let's make a slip stitch. So our slip stitch, we're just going to make a little slip stitch. Pop that on the hook. And then we're going to make 6 chain. Don't make your chain too tight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain. Now we're going to make a slip stitch into this first one. So just poke it in, yarn over hook, and draw both through. That's your slip stitch, 1 chain, and a double crochet. So this is the Australian double crochet. I'm going to make that into the ring. Poke it in there, draw up your yarn over hook, and we've just made a double crochet. So now we're going to start our pattern. So we're going to start with 5 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the next little bit we're doing is a 4 double treble cluster. So let's have a look at that. A double treble is yarn over hook twice. We're going to go into our ring and draw up our thread. So we should have 4 here now. Yarn over hook, draw through 2. Yarn over hook, draw through 2. That's as far as we're going to go. We're going to continue with our cluster. So round twice, another double treble that's not quite complete. Through 2, through 2. So now we have the 2 stitches on our hook plus the one we started. I'm going to do another one. Through 2, yarn over hook through 2. So now we have 3 in our starter. One more. Yarn over hook, draw through 2, draw through 2. So now we should have 5 stitches on our hook. 4 are our incomplete double trebles, and then this one, yarn over hook. Let's draw them all off. So now we're going to make 5 more chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to put a double crochet into the ring to anchor that. Tails in the way there. Now 5 more chain. I'll show you what it looks like when I've done this 5 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. So now that's our 4 double treble cluster, our 5 chain, our double crochet into the ring, and 5 more chain. So now we're going to make another double treble cluster. There's 4 of these in this starting circle. So another one, you yarn round hook twice, collect it, draw through 2, draw through 2. That's our incomplete double treble. Another one. There we go. So now we have the 2 on there. We need to keep going till we have 4. Yarn over hook, draw through 2, draw through 2. And another one. Let's just have a look at that. We should have 5 on our hook. Yarn over hook, draw them all off. Now we want to make sure we don't make this first chain too tight, because we're going to be working into this eye later on. If the eye is too tight, then it's going to be hard to work with. So we're going to do another 5 chain.
we're going to join again with our double crochet and another 5 chain. So we continue with that till we have 4. I'm just going to pop this one aside because here's one I prepared earlier. So here's what it looks like. There's your cluster, 5 chain. So you can sort of see. And what I've just done is, I've lost my other one. So that's our last 5 chain. So we're just going to join it into this first double crochet that we did at the start. After we did our ring, we did a chain and then a double crochet. That's that double crochet there. I'm just going to poke that into there, yarn over hook and make a double crochet. So now we're ready to do our next round. So every round that makes a medallion is 2 rounds in the same colour. So this one was a cluster. The next one we're going to do is going to be in reverse. So we're going to put a whole lot of stitches into here. Yep. Okay, so now we're going to start round 2 with 2 chain. And then we're going to work into this little eye here. You can see where these all meet and there's a little eye here. So we're going to work a double treble. So yarn round needle twice, poke it in that hole, draw it through. So we should have 5. I'm going to draw through 2, yarn over hook, draw through 2, yarn over hook, draw through 2. So that's a double treble. We're going to put another 3 more in this same spot. So that's your another double treble made. So we're not leaving any behind this time. This was a cluster where we left some behind. This time we're not. So we're going to do a complete double treble this time. So that's your, so now we have 3 double trebles in that spot. You can see those 3. There's another one. So the next one, so we've got our 4, going to make 1 chain. We're going to put another 4 into this same spot. This is going to be the corner of the next round. So this is the 3rd one. And this is the 4th one. And now, amazingly enough, we're going to do another chain. There's a chain. So now we have 4 double trebles, a chain, 4 double trebles, a chain, and we're going to stick another 4 into the same place. That's 1. 2, 3, the yarn's turned into a bird's nest, and 4. So now this is 1 corner completed. Hang on, I'll show you now. So you can see that that was our 4. You can see we've got 4 and a chain, 4 and a chain, 4. And now we're going to do 2 chain, and down here in this previous round we did our 5 chain and a double crochet. We're going to whack a double crochet into that double crochet down in there to anchor it, and then we're going to do another 2 chain, and we're going to do this whole same thing again in this next eye. So to complete this round's going to have this 12 double treble arrangement here in every petal. And here's one I prepared earlier. So you can see that. This one I'll just have to finish, so we'll just show you the finish. Have I got them all there? Yes. So 2 chain, and down here this is where we started with our double crochet. We're just going to put a slip stitch, so we're not going to put a double crochet because we're not going to use it. A slip stitch down into here, and to finish this colour off we're just going to yarn over hook, cut our yarn and just draw our yarn through and fasten it off. So that's what your first round should look like. There is a picture of this on the pattern. So this is our corner. So that's the end of round 2. Okay, now we're ready for round 3, and I have a new yarn. I'm going to make a slip stitch, and if you have a look here in our groups of 4, 4 and 4, this chain space is where we're going to join in. So we're just going to poke our hook through, put our slip stitch on the hook, we're going to draw it through, and then we're going to just start, starting with 5 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okie doke. So now what we're going to do, we're doing back post double treble cluster. So you ready? We're going to yarn around our hook twice for our double crochet, that double treble. Then we're going to go round here. So see, we're going to put our hook around there and draw it through, so that you can see that's how we get our texture. We're going to do like we did in our very first round. We're just going to leave that extra one on the hook. Then we're going to go another one through here. So you can see now, that's our first one, that's our second one. This is another incomplete, so through 2, through 2. So now we've got the original and 2 more on our hook. Round twice, we're going to do the next one. So now we have 3 on our hook. And the last one, so that's that group of 4, we'll now have 1 around the back post of each of it. There we go. So now there's our 4. Yarn over hook. Now this is going to create the eye for the next round, so don't seal this off too tight. So this is where we're going to make 5 chain. So you can see that's our cluster finished. 2, 3, 4, 5. So this was our next 1 chain space here. We're going to do a double crochet into here to anchor that. So there we have our 5 chain, our 4 double treble back post clusters, another 5 chain. Now we're going to do another 5 chain. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to do this same arrangement, but we're going to do it across 8 stitches. First 4 from here, we're going to skip all this mess in the middle, and the next 4 across here. So let's just start this. I'll do this first 4. So back post again, leaving that last one on there. That's the second one. There we go, so 2. Three, so you can see we have our 3 stitches and our first one. This is the last one, this is 4. So now we have the 4 there. We're going to continue, so you can see this is our next 4, and there's a little valley here, so we're going to jump the valley and we're going to go across to here. So round twice, this back post over here. So don't worry if it seems like a long way away, it'll pull in. So through 2, through 2, so now we have 5 on the hook. It does get a little bit cramped by the time we've got all 8 up there. So you can see that's the second one of that next lot of 4. And that's one more. Nearly there. That's right. Sorry, I thought I'd missed one. Okie doke. So now we should have the 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stitches plus our first one. So there's 9 on the hook. Yarn over hook and carefully draw them all off. And we're going to finish that off. Don't finish it off tightly. And we're going to do our 5 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. So you can see that's what we have there. That's our 4 double treble cluster. That's an 8 double treble cluster, all worked around the back post. So the next one is this one chain space will have a double crochet and then 5 chain. So between each cluster is 5 chain, a double crochet, and then 5 chain again. So then round this next 4, we're going to have this same corner. Then the next 4 and this 4, we're going to do the same thing. So you're going to see a 4, an 8, a 4, an 8, a 4 and 8. Now I've just noticed here, and this is a really good, a good little test. If you notice when I've done this, I've made a boo-boo. Before, when I sealed this off, I'm missing a stitch. So if you don't want to pull this whole round apart, do this next 4 as your cluster. When you do these ones, use this one twice to make your cluster work, and that will work fine. But that's because before when I sealed that off, but I can actually fix that because I'm at the end. But that's what this round is going to be. A 4, an 8, a 4 and 8 until you get the whole way round. I'm just going to grab my sample here in a different colour though. So this is what you end up with. So, well, this one's come undone. So, because I hadn't quite finished it off. So that is going to have another 8 there, then 5 chain, and we join into our stitch at the start. So you can see that. See, there's the eyes that we're going to use in the next round. So that's the end of round 3. Imagining that I've put that one back into place so you can see quite clearly. So with these, so you can see our medallion formed nicely here. So the medallion is formed with 2 rounds. So once you've done 2 rounds, we change colour. Whether you're going for a rainbow or something else, you can see that it doesn't look like much here, but once we fill in our second half of the medallion, it looks quite effective. So that is the end of round 3. Okie doke, we're just going to finish off round 3. So that was my 5 chain there, and I'm just going to put a double crochet into the end, and that's the end of round 3. So round 4, we're going to be working again into these little eyes. So into our corner, we're going to put 12. So it's going to be 4, a chain, 4, a chain, and 4. But we're going to start with 2 chain, and then we're going to do our double trebles again into these corners. That's 1. We're going to put 4 into there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. One chain, and then another 4. 1, 2, 3, and that's our 4. One more chain, and 4 more, and that's our corner done. So once we've got to the end of this round, it's pretty repetitive from here. So this round is pretty much just repeated. So these 2 rounds will just be pretty much repeated to keep going with your blanket. So once you've done round 3 and 4, you should be able to just keep going. So that's our corner. So we've got our 4, a chain, 4, a chain, and then the last group of 4, 2 chain, and like we did before, down here in the double crochet from the row below, we're going to put a double crochet to anchor it, 2 chain, and then into this eye so this is our centre, we're going to put 8 in there. So 4, a chain and 4. So that's 1. I'll just try and go a bit quick here, like fast forward, but in real time. 2, 3, 4, and a chain, and then another 4. So you can see that completes that little motif. That's 2. 3, 4. So now you can see we've got 4, 4 and 4 with a chain in between. We've anchored it here with 2 chain, a double crochet and 2 chain here. Then we've got 4, a chain and 4, so that finishes that motif. So there was 2 lots here and 2 lots here, that makes a round of, so you can see that sort of makes a 4. This only had 1, that makes a 4. So now we're going to finish this with 2 chain. Down in the bottom of here, we've got our double crochet from before. We're going to pop that in there and make a double crochet. We're going to make 2 more chain. So that's it. We've gone out of this motif, 2 chain, a double, 2 chain. Then we're into the top of this one. So there's the, if your eye is a bit hard to see, give everything a bit of a pull and you should be able to see. You can just see our eye there. So we're going to do another corner into here. So I'll just do part of this corner and then I'll show you. I'll show you from there. Just a second. 2, 3, 4. All right, so in that corner we're going to finish this the same. But what's happened now is that when we do our next round, see this here? These 4 here, these 4 here is going to be the 4, these 4 here. These 4 and these 4 is where you're doing your 8 cluster. So you'll have your 8 cluster here. So you'll have your 4 for your corner, your 8 double treble cluster here. You'll have another 8 double treble cluster here, and then your 4 in the corner. So it's exactly the same as it was before. So here's our completed one. So you can see that that's the corner like we just did, and that's our completed corner. So the next round when we come around, we'll have 2 valleys to fill in, and obviously the corners. Every round that you do, you'll end up with an extra valley each time. So once you've done this round, change colour and away you go again. So it's actually pretty easy once you've done these last rounds, just to keep continuing on. Just be careful with your yarn that you've got enough yarn to complete 2 rounds. It does use quite a lot of yarn, and you should be able to, if you want to do a round and then weigh your ball of wool, then you'll have some idea how many grams it takes to make a medallion. So it's quite easy, then you can figure out how many medallions you get out of a ball of yarn, so that if you get into the bigger outside rounds of the blanket, if you know you've got to do 60 medallions and it's say 2 grams per medallion, you'll have some idea how much yarn you need to get a full round rather than running out. So that is our little tutorial on Bavarian crochet. So the only thing that maybe I had a look at the video before that may have been a little bit unclear was working our back posts. So the back post is worked. That's your back post. So when we've done these ones here, you can see these ones, they're all worked around the back post. So we're actually poking our hook through there, and we're working that whole round the back post, which gives us this texture. So if you have any questions, send me a message and we'll see if we can get you on the right track, but hopefully that's pretty clear for you. Thanks everyone for watching, and if you want to order a kit, you'll find them on our webpage in all different colours. If you don't like the colour, let me know. We'll make you your own kit in your own special colours. Thank you.